Imagine being a recovery driver and running out of fuel.
Right, welcome along. Now is the first test of the spec. I've not even tried it yet. So vehicle wise, all I've got here to lift is my van. So my plan is lift it from the back first, see if it'll lift it from the back. I don't even know what that weighs, but there's not a lot in the back of it. And then if it lifts it from the back, then I'll try it from the front. So let's give it a go, see what happens. I've literally got no idea if this is what this can lift.
Time for the first drive. I'm a little bit worried because I've like proper bodged this. Let's see if it starts. Well, that's positive. I'm not going to bother with my seatbelt. Right, let's see if it moves. Jesus! Ah! It's moving! Oh, it smells rich, that. It's making my eyes water. There's like a real there's a technique to getting it into reverse that I didn't know before, and I now know it. So it has got reverse. Fucking hell, it hasn't got any power steering though. Right, we're out. Right, let's see if this spec works.
This needs to be in the upright position for the spec to work. Water. Slick. Real slick. Works. Who would have thought it? Look at that, it lifts it, and front wheels are still on the ground. I was not expecting that at all. I did not think it would lift the back of my van. I kind of hoped, I wanted that there. I wanted whoever's that is to be here, but they're not. So I was planning on escalating slowly. Look at that. Right, so we've got it on, lifted. Strap it down now, and I'm just going to take it for a little drive around. It is sitting quite high at the front. So I think this might be a little bit heavy for it, but I want to see how it drives. So I'm going to drive it around the yard, see how we get on.
think I might have just run out of fuel. Imagine being a recovery driver and running out of fuel.
Right, because I'm an idiot and it ran out of fuel, my mate is here to help. So my mate's going to drive my van, which is on the spec, so that we can just clear this bit. Don't think that's really how a spec lift is supposed to work. Oh well. Better go and get some fuel then. I thought it had run out of fuel. I thought I'd been an idiot. Then I thought, well, I've obviously got to just check that there's fuel flowing before I go all the way to the petrol station with a 20-litre jerry can. As I pulled the fuel pipe off the carb, a little bit spilt onto the top of the engine, and I saw how it ran. It didn't run like fuel. The liquid didn't move like fuel, and I was like, that doesn't look like fuel. So I've popped it onto the fuel bowl that isn't connected, switch the ignition on and just pump some into there, and it's full of water. So we've obviously, I think we're probably getting to the bottom of the fuel tank now. The pump is now bringing up the stuff from the bottom, and obviously there's still quite a lot of water in there, so that's why it's cut out on me. So I wasn't a complete idiot, it was the person before me. So I'll try and show you actually. So I've just popped that on there, but if you can see that, but all of that in the bottom, that's water. You can see where it's separated from the fuel. It's in the bottom half, because fuel is heavier than, sorry, water's heavier than fuel, so it'll always sit in the bottom. And the bottom of that is all water. You know what? I'm going to take this as a positive today. We've had a drive about, well, 20 yards or so, but the beastie spec has lifted my van. Luckily, my mate is here to give us a tow in my van. Clutch, Jay. Fucking hell. Gonna need a new clutch after this, mate. Oh, we're in. Morning. I'm currently nursing my van. I'm failing. Currently nursing my van back to Sleaford. I'm gonna have to put some lights on here. Literally 2 days after that video where I was like, Jay, I'm gonna need a new clutch. Oh, it's dying. Well, sure enough, my clutch is dead. I think what I'm gonna do is try and get it into Nick's Sawnby Motors. I don't want to do it. I'm gonna have to walk home. I'm gonna have to walk home from town. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm cold. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning. I do not want to have to be doing this. Oh, I don't even know if I'm gonna bloody make it yet. Do I make it? I would suggest, if you're watching this, I probably made it because I am also the guy that does the editing. I know why it's done this. It's done this to me because I didn't wash it. Well, we made it. I've been coming down that road at about 6 miles an hour. So, good morning to Sawnby Motors and all the neighbours and everybody else. We're here. My clutch is gone. Totally dead. I literally couldn't have gone another another 100 meters. Before I start my walk back, stick around because the next video after this one is going to be me stripping the paint, so you'll get to see that. I've got loads of content, and I've had loads of goodies turn up from America for the engine. And if you haven't watched the story from the start, I'll put a link to the first video, the walk round. I'll put it up there, should be there. Click on that. So click on that and you can watch the story from the start. Night night.